So welcome back, everyone. We are live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We will share the show later on. I got a newbie with me, can sit with me right up on this mic. I have with me Kelly Batten, and she is the owner of, it's GLKGAL. You got to tell everybody a little, tell everybody yourself.
It's GLKGAL. So, yes, I'm Kelly Batten. I'm the owner of GLKGAL Firearms Training. And I'm a mom of 2 daughters. They're both in the medical profession, but I'm a banker by day. So
Okay.
I do this on the weekends.
So you got to tell, okay, so GLKGAL, what made you start working with Glocks and firing and teaching other people how to use them the correct way?
So my husband was killed in 2010, and we used to like to shoot. And when he passed, I no longer did the things I liked. Mm-hmm. So I thought, you know what, I need to get back out there. I'm by myself. There's no one to protect me. So I went through trying to find someone that would help me kind of get over the fear again. Mm-hmm. And then I thought, well, a lot of women are going to be like me. They're going to be intimidated by the firearms instructors, about the firearm in general. So how do I get over that? And so I started down this journey of becoming a certified instructor and teaching women. That's my passion, is to teach women.
To teach women. And when you do this, you say that you do it out at Ben Avery.
Primarily out at Ben Avery. I have done some private sessions in one of the indoor ranges, but I find Ben Avery outdoors is much easier for people.
So what we're going to do, if it's okay with you, we're going to leave our lines open here for everyone to get entered into win. You're going to do a private session for them. What does that look like?
Correct. So it'll be a 3-hour session out at Ben Avery. I have some firearms that I can loan if they do not have one. If they have one, they can bring their own. And we will work on, see where they're at and what they need to work on in that session.
When you work with them, the first thing, is it a consultation? How does that happen?
Sometimes it's a consultation for me to understand what their experience is, where are they at, how long have they been shooting. Some people say I've been shooting 20 years, but they haven't been on a range or haven't actually shot in 10. Mm-hmm. It's a very perishable skill. So if you don't practice, you will lose that skill.
Absolutely. Now, on your website, you also have a concealed carry guide that you like to also have people to have access at too, correct?
Yes, I'm an official partner with USCCA, which is United States Concealed Carry Association. And there's a free concealed carry guide out there on my website. If you go and click the link, it's on my menu. And I partner with them because they offer a lot of instruction online, which allows people to take the online training and then come to someone like me to take that training to live fire.
To hands-on.
Mm-hmm. And then they also offer self-defense liability insurance in case of an aftermath.
You can check her out. It's GLK, which is GLK, and then GAL, GAL.com. She does do free consultations. She works mainly out of Ben Avery. She's rated with the Better Business Bureau. You can check her out right here. Her website is here. Her logo is right here, so you can check her out. Her phone number to call is area code 602-206-0178. And we have our lines open here for everyone to get entered into win. Again, give yourself the gift of love, learning how to use your defending yourself. Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone that you know. The number to call here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. It's $150 value, free to you or anyone you know. So again, your husband passed away, so I'm sorry to hear that, but you got into it for a reason. You needed some protection. You needed to want to know what to do, and you wanted to share this with everybody else. And that, you say, is your passion.
My passion is to teach women. Women learn differently than men do. So having a man instructor, it can be done, but I find that there's a lot of women that prefer a female instructor.
So someone's just starting out. What would you advise them?
We would have a consultation and talk about what it is their purpose is. Is that they want to conceal carry every day? Is it just for the home? We would talk about what kind of firearm, maybe take them to like a Shooter's World or C2 Tactical and rent one to see what they like.
I think that's so important. You can't just walk into a store and say, this is what I want.
Or have someone give you one.
Or, yeah.
Don't have someone pick one for you because it may not work for you.
Right. Or, yeah, that's really big. That would be terrible because then, when it might not be the right one for you, right?
Yep.
So now, are there any qualifications? What do they need to have other than wanting to do this?
For the student, it's just their desire to learn and protect themselves. From an instructor perspective, I'm a certified NRA instructor and a range safety officer. So I'm qualified to teach the basic pistol class. I offer the the NRA courses, but I also offer non-NRA courses that are less restrictive as like time. It's not an all-day class. It's whatever the student would like to
Well, a
focus
lot
on.
of people carry, and you didn't even know they carry, and a lot of people don't realize that they might not do things as well as they should be doing. They may not be right. You have to make sure you keep up on this skill, right?
Yeah, well, there's two things with that. Concealed carry, we're an open carry state, so there's no concealment permit required. However, that does allow you to know the laws, so if you do use your firearm, you understand what you can and cannot do.
You better know.
And that's really important.
That's important. Now, these classes that you offer, they are 3 hours long, and you get them done at Ben Avery, right? And it's a private session for you or someone that you know. You can also go up on her website, as she has a free concealed carry guide there. You can check it out on GLOC, which is GLK, and then GAL, GAL.com. She does free consultations. Her phone number to call is 602-206-0178. She's rated with the Better Business Bureau. She does like working with women, but
Yeah.
do you ever work with men?
Yeah,
Well,
I teach men as
Yeah.
well. I actually have a couple of guys that I've been working with, but
And-
my passion's women.
but you know what though, because I think you yourself are a woman and you know how hard it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women out there who, I mean, we want to defend ourselves. We want to make sure that we can and be protected and be educated on it. More than anything, be educated, correct?
And a lot of women don't know where to start. You know, maybe you don't have a significant other to help you, like I
Right.
had with my husband.
Right.
So you want to have some place to start. I want to be that someplace to help you start that journey.
The phone number to call here for the 3-hour class, it's a private session. The phone number is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. What other services do you offer?
So I'll help with like gun cleaning. If you've bought a new firearm and you need to know how to break it down and clean it. Cleaning a firearm is just as important as maintaining your car.
Is it the same way of cleaning a Glock as it is to a pistol, whatever? I don't know, I'm just saying
the
that.
Glock is a pistol, but
But
they all
or
come
a
apart
rifle,
differently.
let's say, oh yeah, I was going to say they have to.
Yeah,
I
so
see,
they all
I'll
come
show you
apart
how much I know about guns. Anyway.
But I offer some like private sessions. I have student range sessions where you can come out, basic pistol. I have a non-firearms course, which is Refuse to be a Victim. So if you're not interested in firearms, but you just want to know how to be safer in general around your home when you travel, there's a whole
How
session for
important
that
is this?
too.
Folks, look what's going on in the world today, and unfortunately,
Yeah.
they get into people's hands. Look at a child
Yes.
recently. I mean, and we don't even know how this can even fathom or how it could even possibly happen. But bad things happen to good people.
Yeah, they do.
They really do. You want to be prepared. I think we live in a world that we really should be prepared. I remember a time I would never say this, but now I think for sure more than ever.
And I try to be positive when people go, well, I don't want to kill somebody. That's not what we're doing. We're learning to defend ourselves. I'm not out to harm anyone, but I will protect myself and my loved ones.
Right, and you should, by the way. It's that phone number to call her direct, that is 602-206-0178. She does free consultations. She's rated with the Better Business Bureau. You're getting entered in to win. It's $150 value free to you or anyone you know. It's a private session for 3 hours long at Ben Avery. And the phone number here to call, I'm going to let you keep on calling, is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check her out on her website. It's GLOC, GLKGAL.com. And okay, what has been the most challenging student that you've ever had?
I've had two real interesting ones. I had two students that were hearing impaired, so we had to use an interpreter.
That's very hard.
So it was a lot of visual, but you have to be safe too, right? We had to keep the gun firing
They
downrange.
deserve to
So
be
that
safe
was
just as much.
one. And then I had some where English was not their first language. It was an aunt that brought her to her niece and her nephew from Russia before all of the war started. So she had to interpret English to Russian for them.
I want to talk a little bit about how somebody would go about the first time they've never bought a gun, they've never shot a gun, they've never touched a gun. That's me, okay? What is the first step that somebody would take?
So I would say for us to have a conversation, and then we would talk about like what your goal is, what it is you want to do, take you out to the range, and I have a couple of different firearms, and we would demonstrate, have you hold, maybe not even fire yet, just kind of understanding how to hold the gun and that kind of thing. a lot of times the scary part is the bang.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
It scares people. It
Mhm.
happens every single time.
Yeah, it's not going
It's
to
not going to go away. But sometimes it's just getting over that fear, and it's just practice.
Right. But let's say somebody, they go with you and they do that, that's the first step. Do you help them with, actually, let's say they say, well, I want to go to the store, I want to buy
Yes.
one. Can you help them with
Yes,
that
I have
too?
done that before.
Because a lot of people, when they go, that you don't know, they're salespeople too, right?
Yeah.
And, right?
Or trying different ones. One that works for me may not work for you.
And there's got to be how many different ones to choose from?
Yeah. And
Right.
women have a hard time of racking this, what they call racking the slide. And so if they get this really nice firearm and they can't rack the slide to load the next round, it's going to be useless to them.
Right.
So it's things like that they need to understand.
What about just real quickly, how about people that try and buy these, they're online? Do you think they should be buying their guns online?
If you know what you want and you've tested, you've gone out and tested that one and that's the one you want, then that's not a problem.
But make sure that you know which one is right for you
Yeah.
before. You can call
Absolutely.
her direct. Her phone number is 602-206-0178. She does free consultations. She's rated with the Better Business Bureau. She works out at Ben Avery, and everyone is getting entered in to win a 3-hour private session. And also she does other things as well that you can talk to her about. Call in here and get entered in to win. Our number here is 602-2